Wealth is not just about money. It is about energy, flow, and alignment. Money is simply a physical representation of value. And like any form of energy, it gravitates toward places where it feels welcomed, respected, and multiplied. Becoming wealthy, therefore, is not only about working harder, it is about shifting who you are at the core and becoming a magnet that attracts abundance naturally. Think of the law of gravity. No one questions it, you drop something, and it falls. The same applies to the law of attraction and wealth. Those who embody wealth consciousness draw opportunities, people, and resources toward themselves effortlessly. They seem lucky, but in truth, they are living in harmony with universal principles that anyone can access. Here's the truth. Wealth is not something you chase, it's something you attract. Chasing implies lack, and lack only creates more lack. Attraction, on the other hand, comes from a place of abundance, confidence, and alignment with who you are meant to be. To understand this better, think of people like Andrew Carnegie or Oprah Winfrey. They did not rise to wealth by chance or luck. They aligned themselves with value, vision, and service. Their magnetism for opportunities wasn't accidental. It was cultivated. They developed a way of thinking and living that naturally drew wealth, influence, and fulfillment toward them. This is not about theory, it's about transformation. This is not about luck, it's about law. This is not about forcing, it's about attracting. The goal of this book is to help you embody these principles so that you no longer run after wealth, but instead allow it to flow toward you. We'll go beyond quick tips or surface-level advice. Instead, you'll learn how to rewire your mindset, clear your money blockages, build magnetic habits, and step into the version of yourself that wealth cannot resist. Imagine for a moment that you are a powerful magnet. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every action you take is either increasing your magnetic pull or weakening it. The stronger your alignment, the more effortlessly wealth flows into your life. By the time you finish this book, you will not just know how to attract money, you will understand how to live as a wealth magnet. A person who doesn't just earn wealth, but embodies it. A person for whom opportunities, resources, and abundance are a natural extension of who they are. Welcome to Self-Improvement Audio. Your journey into limitless abundance begins here. Chapter 1. The Magnetic Mindset. Wealth does not begin in your bank account, it begins in your mind. Before a single coin appears, before a business grows, before an opportunity shows up, there is always a seed planted in thought. Your thoughts shape your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions shape your results. If you believe money is scarce, you will unconsciously live in ways that keep it scarce. You'll hold back from opportunities, fear investing, and make decisions from a place of lack. If, however, you believe that wealth flows freely, that opportunities are abundant, and that you are worthy of receiving, you'll notice doors opening, ideas sparking, and people drawn to support your journey. This is the magnetic mindset, the shift from scarcity to abundance. Think about it. Scarcity says, there isn't enough. I have to struggle. I must hold on tightly. Abundance says, there's always more. I can create, and I can attract. Which of those two voices will naturally draw wealth into your life? The world's wealthiest and most successful people don't just have strategies, they have mindsets that attract opportunities others cannot even see. Oprah Winfrey often speaks about how gratitude and belief shaped her journey. Elon Musk envisions possibilities others consider impossible, and because of his mindset, he attracts investors and talent who make those visions real. Wealth is a mental game before it is a material reality. If your inner world is filled with fear, doubt, and unworthiness, no external strategy will stick. But if your inner world radiates confidence, clarity, and openness to abundance, wealth naturally flows toward you. The science of belief and attraction. Psychologists and neuroscientists confirm what ancient wisdom has always taught. Your brain filters the world according to your beliefs. This is called the reticular activating system, RAS, a part of your brain that acts like a spotlight. Whatever you believe and focus on, your RAS brings more of it into your awareness. For example, if you decide to buy a red car, suddenly you see red cars everywhere. If you believe opportunities are everywhere, your brain will begin spotting them, things you would have ignored before. Wealth is no different. If your mindset is tuned to scarcity, you'll notice problems, risks, and reasons to stay small. If it is tuned to abundance, you'll notice solutions, possibilities, and pathways to growth. The mindset reframe. Here is the key truth. Wealth is not something you chase, it is something you attract by who you are. Chasing creates stress, desperation, and more scarcity. Attraction, however, comes from alignment, when your beliefs, thoughts, and actions are rooted in abundance and worthiness. You don't become magnetic by force, you become magnetic by being. Practical exercises. Shifting into a wealth mindset. 1. Identify your money beliefs. Write down 5 statements you grew up hearing about money. For example, money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are greedy. I'll never be rich. Circle the ones that feel limiting or negative. Rewrite each one into an empowering belief. For example, money flows freely to me. I create wealth through value. Abundance is my birthright. 2. Daily abundance affirmation. Stand in front of a mirror each morning and say, I am worthy of wealth. I attract opportunities. Money flows to me with ease. Repeat this for 21 days and notice how your mindset shifts. 3. Evidence of abundance. Each night, write down 3 examples of abundance you experienced that day. It could be as simple as someone buying you lunch, finding a useful idea online, or receiving encouragement. This trains your brain to look for abundance instead of lack. Closing reminder. Your mindset is the foundation. Before wealth appears in your bank account, it must appear in your beliefs. Every thought you think is either building or weakening your magnetic field. Choose to think abundantly, and you begin the process of living abundantly. The journey begins in the mind, but it does not stay there. With the right mindset, you position yourself for opportunities, action, and results that others call luck. But you will know it's not luck, it's the law of attraction in motion. Chapter 2. Clarity creates cash flow. If the mind is magnetic, then clarity is the compass that directs its pull. Without clarity, energy is scattered. You may want wealth, success, or abundance, but if you can't define what that looks like, you're sending mixed signals to the universe, your brain, and even to yourself. Wealth does not respond to confusion. It responds to precision. Imagine walking into a restaurant and telling the waiter, "Just bring me food." The result will likely be disappointing because you gave no clear instruction. The same applies to life. When you vaguely say, "I just want to be rich," the universe has nothing specific to work with. But when you say, "I earn $10,000 monthly from helping people solve problems through my business," suddenly your mind, your network, and even unseen opportunities align to help you move in that direction. Clarity transforms wishes into goals, goals into plans, and plans into results. The power of specificity. Financial clarity is not about obsession with numbers, it's about intention. Wealthy people are not lucky, they are intentional. They know how much they want to make, how they want to earn it, and where they want to direct it. Think of Amazon. Jeff Bezos didn't just say, "I want to build something big." He had clarity. "I want to create the world's largest online bookstore." That clarity guided his early decisions, attracted investors, and built momentum. The vision expanded later, but clarity was the starting point. Your wealth vision is your internal GPS. Without it, you'll keep wandering in circles, working hard but never arriving. Practical wealth visioning. To activate clarity. 1. Define your wealth number. Write down the exact monthly income you want. Don't guess, be precise. 2. Visualize the lifestyle. What kind of home are you living in? What kind of freedom do you have? How do you spend your mornings? This isn't fantasy, it's programming your brain to recognize and align with that reality. 3. Set intentional goals. Instead of "I want more money," set "I want to earn $50,000 this year through my skills in design and consulting." Practical exercise. Take a blank page. At the top, write "My Wealth Vision." Underneath, write a paragraph describing your ideal financial life in vivid detail. Imagine it's already true and begin with "I am so grateful now that." This exercise not only clarifies your goals, but magnetizes them. Closing reminder. Wealth doesn't just flow to the hard-working, it flows to the clear-minded. When you are precise about what you want, your mind becomes a magnet that draws it closer every day. Chapter 3. Breaking Money Blocks. If clarity is the vision, then money blocks are the walls that stand in your way. These are not physical walls, but mental and emotional ones. They are the fears, doubts, and beliefs that quietly whisper, "You don't deserve wealth. Money is hard. Rich people are selfish." Here's the hard truth. You cannot attract what you secretly resist. If part of you believes wealth is bad, you will unconsciously sabotage yourself every time you get close to it. The roots of money blocks. Most of us did not create these beliefs, we inherited them. From parents who said, "Money doesn't grow on trees." From teachers who taught that success is only for the lucky few. From society's story that money is evil or wealth corrupts. Over time, these phrases sink into the subconscious, forming hidden barriers. Even when opportunities come, you may procrastinate, self-sabotage, or walk away without realizing why. Common money blocks. 1. Fear of success. Worrying that if you succeed, you'll be judged, envied, or isolated. 2. Fear of failure. Avoiding big moves because you fear embarrassment or loss. 3. Guilt around wealth. Feeling that wanting more is selfish or wrong. 4. Unworthiness. Believing you're not the type of person who becomes wealthy. Rewiring wealth beliefs. The good news is that blocks can be removed. Just like a computer program can be updated, so can your beliefs. Step 1. Awareness. Write down 3 limiting money beliefs you carry. Be honest. Step 2. Challenge the belief. Ask, "Is this absolutely true? And who told me this?" Step 3. Replace with empowerment. For example, limiting. Money is evil. This promise. Replacement. Money is a tool. It amplifies who I already am. Step 4. Daily repetition. Repeat your new beliefs morning and night. The subconscious learns through repetition. Practical exercise. The release letter. Write a letter beginning with, "Dear Money." Pour out all your fears, frustrations, and limiting beliefs about wealth. Then, at the end, write, "I now release these beliefs and open myself fully to abundance." Keep the letter as a symbolic reminder of your release. Closing reminder. Money blocks are invisible chains. The moment you break them, you release the flow of wealth into your life. The universe is not holding back. It's your beliefs that are. By clearing these blocks, you create space for abundance to move freely toward you. Chapter 4. The Power of Gratitude. Gratitude is not just a polite habit. It's one of the most magnetic forces in existence. When you live in a state of gratitude, you signal to the universe, "I already have, and I am ready for more." Wealth cannot enter the heart of someone who is constantly focused on lack. Imagine pouring water into a cracked cup. It never fills up because the focus is always on what is missing. Gratitude seals the cracks. It shifts your focus from emptiness to fullness, from scarcity to overflow. Why gratitude multiplies wealth. The mind is like a spotlight. Whatever you shine it on expands. If you constantly focus on bills, debt, and problems, you magnify lack. If you focus on blessings, opportunities, and progress, you magnify abundance. Wealthy people know this. They count opportunities instead of obstacles. They see lessons instead of losses. Their gratitude shifts their frequency, making them magnets for even greater blessings. Science supports this. Studies show that people who keep daily gratitude journals experience more optimism, better health, and even increased earnings over time. Why? Because gratitude raises your vibration, and a higher vibration attracts higher opportunities. Daily gratitude practices. 1. The morning 3. Every morning, write down 3 things you are grateful for. They can be as small as a smile from a stranger or as big as a business breakthrough. 2. Gratitude before sleep. Reflect on your day and whisper, "Thank you," for at least 5 experiences. This rewires your brain to expect abundance daily. 3. Gratitude in advance. Write statements like, "I am grateful for the steady flow of income coming into my life." Gratitude in advance is powerful. It pulls the future into the present. Practical exercise. Take a notebook and title it, "My Abundance Journal." For the next 30 days, list at least 5 things daily you are grateful for. As you write, feel the emotion. Gratitude, without feeling, is just words. Closing reminder. Gratitude is wealth's doorway. When you appreciate what you already have, you send out a frequency that says, "I am ready for more." The universe always rewards the thankful heart. Chapter 5. Energy and vibration. Everything in the universe vibrates. Every thought, every word, every emotion carries a frequency. Wealth is no exception. It has its own vibration, and if you want to attract it, you must learn to match it. Think of yourself as a radio. If you want to listen to jazz, you can't stay tuned to the rock station, you must switch frequencies. The same principle applies to wealth. If you're tuned to worry, stress, and scarcity, you will keep attracting experiences that match that vibration. But if you tune into abundance, joy, and confidence, wealth naturally finds you. The science of vibration. Quantum physics shows us that everything is energy. Money is not just paper, it's energy in motion. When you align your vibration with wealth, you don't chase money. Instead, money flows to you because you're resonating with it. Raising your wealth frequency. 1. Guard your thoughts. Every negative thought lowers your vibration. Replace, "I can't afford this," with, "How can I afford this?" The first closes doors, the second opens them. 2. Move your body. Physical movement raises your energy. Exercise, dance, or even a daily walk keeps your vibration high. 3. Speak abundance. Words carry power. Say, "I attract wealth easily and effortlessly." The more you affirm it, the more your vibration shifts. 4. Surround yourself with abundance. Your environment affects your frequency. Keep your space clean, decorate with symbols of prosperity, and avoid constant negativity from people or media. Practical exercise. The vibration reset. Whenever you feel low or anxious about money, stop. Take 10 deep breaths. Place your hand on your chest and repeat, "I am aligned with wealth. Abundance flows to me now." Do this daily to re-anchor yourself in abundance. Closing reminder. Wealth is not only about hard work, it is about frequency. Align your vibration with prosperity, and life cannot help but bring prosperity to you. If you're finding value in these lessons so far, here's what I want you to do right now. Subscribe to Self-Improvement Audio so you don't miss the rest of this journey. Like this video to keep us motivated to create more for you. And in the comments, type, "I am aligned with wealth. Abundance flows to me now," to affirm this truth and lock it into your mind. Now, let's continue with the final chapters, where we go even deeper into the habits and mindset shifts that will make your vision unstoppable. Chapter 6. Prosperity Habits. Wealth is not built in a day, it is built in daily actions. Your habits are the seeds of your future harvest. If your current habits keep you in survival mode, your future will reflect that. But if you cultivate prosperity habits, wealth becomes inevitable. The truth is, successful people don't become wealthy by chance. They design their lives through intentional routines. Their secret isn't luck, it's consistency. The core prosperity habits. 1. The habit of clarity. Wealthy minds write down their goals. They don't leave success to memory or chance. Every day, they revisit their vision and align their actions. Ask yourself daily, what is the one step I can take today that moves me closer to my financial vision? 2. The habit of discipline. Self-control is wealth control. Saving before spending, saying no to impulsive purchases, and living below your means today builds the foundation for tomorrow's freedom. 3. The habit of continuous learning. Millionaires are readers, listeners, and learners. They feed their minds with financial knowledge, leadership skills, and new ideas. Every book, podcast, or mentor is an investment. 4. The habit of networking. Wealth thrives in connection. Prosperous people surround themselves with high-energy, visionary minds. They know the right conversation can unlock opportunities that money cannot buy. 5. The habit of daily action. Dreams without action are illusions. Even small, consistent actions compound into massive results. Successful people understand the principle of momentum. Once you start moving, the universe helps you accelerate. The compound effect. Imagine dropping one coin in a jar every day. At first, it seems insignificant, but with time, that jar overflows. That's the power of prosperity habits. They compound. Wealth is never one giant leap, but a series of small, consistent steps. Practical exercise. Write down your current daily habits morning, afternoon, and evening. Then circle the ones that support prosperity and cross out those that sabotage it. Replace just one bad habit this week with one prosperity habit. Closing reminder. Habits build your destiny. Wealth is not just about what you do occasionally, but what you do consistently. Build prosperity into your lifestyle, and your future will thank you. Chapter 7. Wealth through value. The highest form of wealth is created by solving problems. Money flows to value. The more valuable you become, the more wealth naturally finds its way to you. Think about it. The world's wealthiest individuals are not the ones who worked the hardest. They are the ones who created the most value. Elon Musk solves transportation and energy problems. Oprah solves connection and inspiration problems. Jeff Bezos solved convenience and access to products. Each of them attracted wealth through value. The law of value. People don't pay for time, they pay for results. You are not rewarded by the hour. You are rewarded by the value you deliver in that hour. This is why two people can work the same 8 hours, but one earns $20 and the other earns $20,000. The difference is value. Becoming a person of value. 1. Develop rare skills. Learn what others can't easily replace. Specialized knowledge creates leverage. 2. Focus on service. Shift your mindset from how can I make money to how can I help more people. The more lives you improve, the more wealth flows back. 3. Solve bigger problems. The size of your income is often linked to the size of the problem you solve. Small problems bring small pay. Big problems bring big wealth. 4. Innovate. Wealthy people ask, how can this be done better, faster, cheaper, or more beautifully? Innovation is simply adding more value to what already exists. The value to wealth flow. Add value. Attract. Trust. Attract. Trust. Attract opportunities. Attract opportunities. Attract wealth. Practical exercise. Write down 3 problems people around you face daily. Then brainstorm at least one solution you could provide for each. This simple shift trains your mind to see wealth in everyday life. Closing reminder. Money is a reflection of value. Don't chase currency, chase contribution. When you become valuable, wealth chases you. Chapter 8. The discipline of financial mastery. Wealth is not built by what you earn. It is preserved and multiplied by what you keep. Financial discipline is the invisible bridge between income and freedom. Without it, even the highest income can disappear. With it, Even modest earnings can grow into abundance. Most people think they need more money to become wealthy. The truth is, what they need is more mastery over the money they already have. The pillars of financial discipline. 1. The power of budgeting. A budget is not restriction, it is direction. Wealthy people don't wing it with money. They assign every dollar a job. This creates clarity and control. 2. Save before you spend. Average people save what is left after spending. Wealthy people spend what is left after saving. Even if it's 10%, consistency builds financial muscles. 3. Investing versus spending. Spending satisfies the present. Investing multiplies the future. Every time you use money, ask, is this expense feeding my wealth or draining it? 4. Eliminate toxic debt. Not all debt is bad, but debt that funds consumption instead of creation is poison. Financial discipline means distinguishing between leveraged debt, business, assets, growth, and destructive debt, impulse spending, vanity. 5. Track your flow. Wealthy people know their numbers. They can tell you what comes in, what goes out, and where it is growing. Ignorance of your money is the fastest road to financial struggle. The discipline mindset. Financial mastery is not about perfection, it's about progress. Even the wealthiest people make mistakes, but their discipline ensures mistakes don't become patterns. Practical exercise. For the next 30 days, track every single expense. At the end of the month, highlight the top 3 categories where money leaks. Then, redirect at least 20% of that leak into savings or investments. Closing reminder. Money flows to those who respect it. If you cannot master $100, you will not master $1 million. Financial discipline is the foundation on which all wealth stands. Chapter 9. Abundance in relationships. Wealth is not created in isolation. It flows through people, partnerships, and connections. Relationships are a form of currency, and for many, they are more valuable than money itself. A single relationship can open doors that years of effort cannot. Abundance-minded individuals understand that wealth is not just about money. It is about the quality of the people you surround yourself with. The wealth network principle. Your net worth often mirrors your network. This doesn't mean you should chase rich people. It means you should align with people of vision, growth, and abundance. Building abundant relationships. 1. Give before you take. Relationships thrive on contribution. Lead with generosity, whether that's sharing knowledge, making introductions, or offering support. 2. Surround yourself with expanders. Expanders are people who challenge your limits and expand your vision of what's possible. If everyone around you thinks small, you'll stay small. 3. Protect your energy. Not every relationship deserves access. Scarcity-minded people drain wealth energy. Protect your circle from negativity and lack-driven conversations. 4. Collaboration over competition. Abundance is amplified when we create together. Partnerships, collaborations, and joint ventures can accelerate success beyond what one person could achieve alone. 5. Relationships as legacy. True wealth is not measured by money alone, but by the love, trust, and goodwill you leave behind. Money fades, but relationships endure. Practical exercise. List 5 people in your life who uplift, inspire, and challenge you. Reach out to them this week with gratitude or value. Strengthen your connection intentionally. Then, identify 2 people who drain you and set boundaries. Closing reminder. Money may open doors, but relationships determine how far you go. Wealth without love, trust, and connection is empty. Abundance in relationships transforms money into true prosperity. Chapter 10. Living as the Wealth Magnet. Up until now, you've learned how wealth is created through mindset, energy, discipline, and relationships. But the true shift happens when wealth is no longer something you do, it becomes something you are. Living as a wealth magnet means wealth attraction is no longer a practice, but a lifestyle. It's not about chasing techniques or repeating rituals. It's about embodying abundance so deeply that opportunities, people, and prosperity cannot help but flow to you, becoming the embodiment of wealth. 1. Identity over action. Most people try to do wealthy things without first becoming a wealthy person. But the magnet is not in the actions, it's in the identity. When you see yourself as abundant, your decisions, behaviors, and energy naturally align with wealth. 2. Alignment over effort. The old model of success was work harder. The new model is align deeper. When your thoughts, beliefs, and actions are aligned with abundance, you no longer force wealth, it flows. 3. Gratitude as a lifestyle. Gratitude is not an occasional journal entry. It is a lens through which you see life. Every meal, every opportunity, every interaction becomes a reminder of abundance. This constant state of gratitude amplifies attraction. 4. Generosity as proof of wealth. When you give freely, you signal to the universe that you have more than enough. Generosity is not the result of wealth, it is the magnet that creates it. 5. Consistency in habits. Wealthy people don't just have good days. They live in disciplined consistency. From financial habits to emotional mastery, they operate in routines that keep their vibrations stable and high, sustaining the flow of abundance. The biggest challenge with wealth is not gaining it, it's sustaining it. That requires 3 things. Renewal, constantly learning, evolving, and adapting to new opportunities. Awareness, staying mindful of your thoughts, actions, and relationships. Balance, protecting your health, peace, and joy alongside your money. Wealth without balance becomes a burden. True wealth enhances life in every area: body, mind, spirit, and relationships. Practical exercise. The Wealth Magnet Ritual. Every morning, repeat this 3-step alignment ritual. 1. Affirm identity. Speak. I am a magnet for wealth and abundance. Opportunities flow to me naturally. 2. Visualize flow. Picture yourself surrounded by prosperity. Opportunities arriving, finances growing, relationships flourishing. 3. Act in alignment. Take one inspired action daily that aligns with abundance investing, reaching out to a connection, practicing gratitude, or serving others. This simple ritual keeps your energy tuned to wealth, no matter what the day brings. Closing reminder. Wealth is not a destination, it is an identity. You don't wait until the bank account is full to feel wealthy. You feel wealthy first, and the account catches up. You are not chasing money, you are attracting it. You are not forcing success, you are embodying it. You are not waiting for opportunities, you are creating them by being aligned with who you truly are. By living as a wealth magnet, you step into a reality where abundance is your natural state. And from this place, everything you desire, money, opportunities, freedom, love, flows to you with ease. If this message inspired you, don't let it be the last time we connect. Subscribe to this channel right now, because if you don't, you might not see it again in your feed. Share this with someone who needs it, and leave a comment with your biggest takeaway. Together, we're building a community of growth, abundance, and purpose, and your voice matters here.